bro. I'm such an old
Dude, I'm
fuck, dude.
older than you. I just
I
don't
know,
get up
but
at
like,
4:30 a.m. for no
but
reason.
my spine's deteriorating. I get up at 5. The Yankees suck.
Yeah, I have a fucking herniated disc, dude. I'm old. How dare you say I'm not old? You are kind of old though.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna die first.
No, dude, no way.
Yeah, I smoke cigars. My fucking spine's
Dude,
deteriorating. I'm
my
all
fucking
stressed out.
esophagus is deteriorating. That's more important than the spine.
No,
That's how I breathe and eat.
you can easily put a balloon in there and hike that shit up like a bicycle pump, you know?
Nah, nah.
Yeah, yeah, you got this.
Water and air is more important than a spine.
The Yankees
Oh,
are
they
in good.
could. Oh, they could hook me up to tubes though. Yeah, but I couldn't talk.
Are we not starting this?
Well, it's been started.
It started already.
It's
Why
yeah.
do you
We're a
do
minute.
this to
Well,
me?
I started at 6:30. What are you talking about? Why do I do this?
Oh, don't play that shit. All right, hold on. I
Play
want to see if we're
what?
on.
What are you
I,
talking about?
hold on. I want to see if we're on D Live. This is the
You're
first time.
literally you're no different on air, off air. What's the difference?
No, I know. I just like to know.
Well, yeah, you should get a watch. You
Well,
know
it says we're offline.
who did it?
You fucked it up.
Who did it? Where?
It says we're offline on D Live.
Uh, I bet you we ain't.
I bet you we are. Streamer is offline. Check in later.
I promise you we ain't. Oh wait,
I,
hold on.
oh my god.
Wait, hold on.
Uh,
Hold
uh,
on. Restream.
uh.
Hold on. Wait a second. Why aren't I? I'm always automatically logged in. So why the fuck did
Oh jeez. I'm gonna check if we have emails.
it
All right,
log?
guys. Well, Jem's doing technical stuff. This is
Don't
what you are.
don't do
I'm not.
plugs.
I'm not doing plugs. I'm
What
gonna
are
just
we?
tell him our website.
What are we plugging in?
By the way, Santos says he says he's good to come on tonight, but he hasn't clarified after I gave him the time.
Tonight?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
there's
needed a
no
guest.
way he's coming. Dude, it took us 6
3
weeks to get
months.
him on the first time. Like,
It took us 3 months,
you
bro.
didn't even know who we are. But dude,
He's making it.
but here's the thing is we're live on YouTube and Twitch, and it's enabled to be live on D Live, but it says offline still for some reason. So like, what do I do then?
And dude, I have to admit, the fucking support team at D Live sucks. Dick.
Yeah, because it's
Man,
everyone that couldn't get a job at Twitch. Yeah.
They decided to work at D Live.
Yeah. I mean, what is this?
All the fucking BitChute
I'll-
runoffs went to D Live.
We're gonna have to figure that out then after the pod. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
weird. It's enabled.
Uh,
Everything else is set up. Huh.
I don't know what to. Hey, we'll figure it out after the episode.
Yeah. This is gonna be another debacle, like the fucking.
I mean, at the end of the
description
day,
debacle. Remember the whole description debacle we went through?
I'll do this, bro.
It was
I'll
your
just
fault.
say this. What was my fault?
The whole description debacle,
What's the description debacle?
where it kept smushing our descriptions.
It wasn't my fault.
Yeah. See, it's okay now. It says unable to connect.
Oh, well, fucking enable that shit.
No, it is. It says unable to connect. It's something to do with D Live, man. We're live on Twitch and YouTube and stereo.
You know, it's probably something to do with we signed in through Twitch. I'm gonna just create a separate D Live account after today, and then we'll try it again. All right?
Oh yeah, that whole stupid thing. Yeah, why do you do it like that?
Because it was just so simple. It's like, oh, I can sign in through, which doesn't make sense. It's like I thought D Live was trying to be a competitor to Twitch. Why would it let me sign in through Twitch to sign into D Live? I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, that doesn't seem simpler to me. That seems like way more complex.
Well, no, instead of creating a whole new account, you just use your username and password from Twitch to sign into D Live.
Yeah, but now you're like 2 steps removed. It's sending data again. No, unable to connect. Dude, D Live
shit.
fucking sucks.
Well, we know D
I
Live
hate
sucks,
D-Live
but
already.
I want to be on it, but we know it sucks, but I want to be on it. All right?
No, I know,
It's like
but
that,
it still
it's like
sucks.
that fat girl at prom. It's like, I know it's not good for me, but I kind of want to fuck it.
I said I was gonna go to prom with a chick and I canceled. She wasn't fat though, but I actually did that. I feel bad about it to this day.
To this day, you feel bad.
so
Wait,
it,
why? How'd you cancel? Tell me that story. Wait, hold on. This is a great story.
so I didn't go to my prom. I didn't have a date at the time, like a girlfriend. I mean, at the time, and I didn't want to just go with someone just to go because I didn't care. Um, so then I'm out of high school the next year, and a girl who was a senior who I knew was like, "Do you want to come to my prom?" And I was like, I was kind of seeing her at the time a little bit here and there, and I was like, "Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll go to yeah, let's go to prom. That'll be fun." And then a month passes, and then I randomly remembered I agreed to go to prom with her, and I was just like, in my head, I had a lot of friends in her grade, and I was just like, I'm not fucking going to her prom, dude. No way, no how. And I went over her house, and we went outside. She had like a horse. It was like nighttime.
And a
Yeah,
horse,
she introduced me to fucking
Mr. Ed.
yeah, peanut brittle or whatever the fuck they. But it was completely pitch dark, and there were no lights, so I just hear this horse coming like over me like in like the middle of the night. I couldn't see it, and I was just like, dude, I
Dude,
think
with my asthma at being 17 or 18, a fucking horse just right behind me. I'd
oh
fucking
my
start choking
god,
to
it was
death.
so scary. And then we went in the house, and I was just like, yeah, I don't want to go to prom. I just like at the end of the night, I just slipped in. Dude, she fucking was pissed.
That's the most random events that can happen, one after the other. It's like I go to her house, I meet her horse, I tell her I don't want to go to prom.
I know.
Like in that order. It's like, what order, sir?
Yeah, it was kind of this weird time in my life where like I wasn't really that attracted to her, but like I was kind of leading her on because I thought wanted to date her a little bit, but then
Maybe you're a gay.
nah, she was just not that attractive, man.
But she was a friend, so you said yes because she was a friend.
I guess, yeah, but it wasn't. No, it was definitely gonna be a date. Like it was romantic. It wasn't like, hey, I'll just go because no one else will. It was like, yeah,
Now,
I let her on
how
a
was
little bit.
she not unattractive? Was she unattractive because like she had no tits and ass? Was she a bigum? Like, how was she not attractive?
No, she wasn't fat at all. She was just, I don't know. She didn't win the genetic lottery. She didn't really have
Big,
tits or an ass. She was kind of frumpy. She was like half Persian, but like not in a good way. not,
wait,
not, no.
in what, a too much cologne way?
Yeah, she wasn't like Iranian where it's like she wasn't like Persian where it's like model
Gonna fuck
Persian.
my dick off.
Yeah, she was like hairy goat Persian.
Like more chin hair than you.
Yeah, like her dad didn't own an oil field; he owned like a gas station.
Basically, you couldn't tell her apart from the horse.
Yeah, and she had an older brother, and he used to come into where I worked, and like he would give me dirty looks after that. And I was
Well,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
I
I
mean,
deserve it.
it made her sister cry on prom. She missed her. Was this her senior prom?
Yeah,
Dude, you totally made her miss her senior prom, bro. Did she go?
I don't know. She might have found
Uh,
someone else. I kind of
how do
didn't
you
really
how
check
do you not
in.
know if she's a friend of yours? How do you not
She wasn't a
know?
friend. It was a romantic interest.
But how
We
long did
weren't
you know
friends.
her before?
A long time, but only through people. We never had really like talked.
And you didn't know if she went to prom or not after all that.
Nah, I didn't really keep in touch.
You were too busy jerking off and playing Call of Duty.
Literally, yeah, that was right around
Yeah,
my Call of Duty years.
yeah, of course it was. You're around the same age as me.
Yeah.
Fucking high school.
Yeah, that was right around my smoking vape, fucking playing Call
Yeah,
of Duty all the time,
fuck
listening
yeah.
to.
She'll rebound. She's Persian. Yeah. Black Ops 2.
Oh, dude, I was killing it in Black Ops 2, dude. I was fucking owning the free for all servers, dude. Listening to Bill Burr, fucking O&A, just that one fucking playlist that's like hundreds of hours of content. I would just burn through it.
There's so much O&A content with Bill Burr and Patrice O'Neill
Oh,
on YouTube.
dude.
It's insane.
Burning through it, man. That's kind of what got me into podcasts, and I kind of found I already kind of watched Rogan a little bit before that, but yeah, that
These
was
are
mean to
starting
do
get a
though.
little boring.
What?
Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, it's kind of went downhill. He stopped having good guests on. I don't know why, but
Like, he had Elon Musk on again, and then yeah, I haven't really. I mean, to be fair, I guess guests are subjective or whatever.
Nah.
So yeah, maybe that's why I haven't listened. But even the ones I have listened, it's just like he almost sounds like he's tired.
Yeah, he's always
Like,
drunk
as
and
if
he's
he doesn't
tired.
want as if he doesn't want to do it. It's like when's the second in command come in to do when's my shift end?
Well,
It's
you're
like,
Joe
bro.
fucking Rogan, dude. Get on some good goddamn guests, man. You know, he has on like a nutritionist. It's like, dude, have on fucking.
Well, no, I like when the nutritionist stuff comes
No,
on.
actually, I like Rhonda Patrick is awesome, but
Yeah.
that was a bad example. It keeps trying to send the data to D Live. It's making me furious every time I see it.
So dude, after this, we gotta talk because I gotta get the fucking login info to Restream so I can talk to their customer support directly in D Live because I know what they're gonna do. I'm gonna go to D Live and D Live's gonna go, oh, you gotta go to Restream, and then I'm gonna go to Restream and they're gonna be like, oh, well, what's
before
the?
you do any of that, just make a new D Live. That's an actual D Live account.
I will,
Because
I will,
that will
100%.
probably fix it.
I think it will.
We
too.
can even do a test. I can shut off the YouTube and Twitch ones, and we can test it. Like it's
Oh, when
and
we're
then-
off air?
yeah,
Oh, that's perfect.
because no one's gonna care. We can just delete the D Live after.
Yeah, no one's gonna watch us on D Live. No one watches anyone on D Live. There's like 2 guys that get watched on D Live. 2. That's it.
Yeah,
We're trying to be number 3, people.
yeah. I let another girl on once too.
Well, what's with you?
Do you want to hear that
Enjoy-
story?
Yeah, I want to hear that over your bottle cap.
Okay, sorry.
Go ahead.
Um,
This is like the gem. This is the gem like dating past podcast. Yeah.
All right, here's another time I fucking was a
On door number
complete
2.
douchebag. So
How old were you?
this, I was, fuck, how old was I? I was 21, and my sister had a friend growing up, like not a best friend, but just like one of her friends, and I messaged her on Facebook. I was like, "Yo, do you want to go out sometime?" Da da da. So we met at the mall, food court, which is a bad sign already, and
It's a bad sign to meet at the mall at the food court.
I don't know. It's just, I mean, like, what are we doing here?
21, you're at the mall. It's like, what do you know?
Yeah. So we sit across from each other and we're just talking, and like immediately she brings up like her past boyfriend, like the one she just broke up with or whatever. And I was just
Always
like,
a good sign on a first date.
and I was literally like, this is like, you can't be like that was purposeful. You know, you can't be that like numb to the fact that that's like one of the things you don't do. You don't talk about your mom or your dad, and you don't talk about your fucking
Your herpes.
yeah. So
You can talk about your mom and dad.
I feel like it's a bad thing for a guy to talk about their mom on the first date. That's kind of weird.
Well, it depends. Like, if she's
You're
like,
bringing up
"Hey,
mommy.
what are you doing next week?" Like, "Oh, I'm going to like a family party with my mom and dad." Oh, what
Yeah.
are your parents? You know, like,
But then you
get
don't
into
go
that.
like, oh, and my mom, you know, she's the bestest. She cooks me little
Huge
cakes.
tits.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. There was no lack of protein when sucking on them fucking tits. All right.
Jesus. Jesus Christ, Gem. Take it down a notch. I was trying to go for a PG-13 episode. This is the first non-explicit episode I thought we were going to have going. Never mind, that's off the wall.
Oh shit.
Jesus. You know, huge milkers.
Oh, it's big old
My
milk.
mom works for AT&T.
Oh, Jugs, dude. The AT&T girl, I love that, dude. I love it. She gets so
Jugsy
mad.
McJugsington.
So I'm fucking. We then walk out of the food court and we walk out of the mall, and
You can never throw away with your mom.
she casually, explains to me that she was raped once, and I was like,
all right.
hold on, that's an odd thing
Like
to bring up.
statutory or like, you know, like
Nah, she-
regular
like a
force,
Forced,
real kind.
forced
Oh, okay.
rape while she was like half passed out or whatever, drunk.
So the semi-real kind. Okay.
Yeah, so I get done with the date. I kind of text my sister, and I'm like, yeah, so what's up with this girl? My sister's like, I used to date her. I was like, it's kind of weird.
My sister said I
Work-
used to date her.
Yeah, my sister went through a bisexual phase,
She's trying to fuck the whole family tree.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's trying to
that's what
fuck
I'm
her mom.
but
Dude.
she goes, oh, she's like a compulsive liar. Like that's why I broke up with her. Like, don't trust anything she says. She's on like tons of like medication. She basically gives me like the like She's not a good. Don't waste your time. And I'm thinking because she used to date her, I'm like maybe there's a conflict of interest there. Maybe she's a little biased. You know?
You're gonna trust this girl you've never met before over your own. How horny was your 21-year cock at this
Oh,
point?
dude, I was fucking.
Yeah, you weren't thinking at all except with your dick. Was she hot?
I just yeah,
Okay, that answered enough for me.
Yeah, she was. I wouldn't. Hot's not the word I would use. She was cute.
Okay, so you wanted to fuck her. So you're over here like, maybe my sister's being a cunt, and then you put that phone right in that pocket real quick.
Yeah, for sure. Like she doesn't know what she's talking about. So, like out here dating other women. What the fuck she?
Gang tattoos, fucking guns and bandanas, and your mom's like, Gem, I don't think she's the one. Nah, the bitch don't know what's good for her.
It's like no, like I literally dated her. It's like yeah, you don't know.
You don't know nothing.
That was years ago.
You were a floozy.
Yeah. Well, my sister's also out of her fucking mind. So I'm like, I'm kind of like. She is my sister, but she's also out of her mind, so...
She's gonna look after you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Well, I was being naive. I was a little naive, maybe.
You wanted to fuck.
I was horny as fuck, dude. I was coming out of a bad relationship. I was hitting the streets
again. If that girl was like, listen, Gem, all right, one of us has a car. You can rail me as raw as possible right now, but... I'm also gonna try to cut off one of your fingers a couple weeks from now. You probably would still rail her.
Yeah, well, that's interesting you say that because that's kind of where this is leading.
Oh Jesus!
Not the fingers thing, but so we start to hang out, and I have a car, but it's going through a lot of car trouble. She has no car, so when I go to, there's nowhere to go where I live. Like, there's literally nowhere to go. You go out to eat, and that's about it. Maybe a movie. Other than that, there's nothing to do. No nightlife.
That's why you meet at the food court at the mall.
Exactly. So I end up going over her house, and we would just chill, and we would... Sometimes her friends would be there, and it would be great, because it was this kid, and me and him would just get along the whole time, and they would just passive-aggressively make jokes how, like, we have better chemistry than either of them do in the relationship. So we would just kick the shit and be like, yeah, what the fuck? And we would get drunk. This is a phase where I was drinking 4 Locos, okay?
Kick the shit.
4 Locos.
Okay.
And we used to call it Windex because it tasted like Windex.
Is this when they still had caffeine in them?
No, this was after the kid died. They changed the recipe.
So it's not that big of a deal.
No, but it's insanely alcoholic. You drink one can of those.
14% of them in some of them.
So she was on medication, and she would be like, I can't really drink when I'm on this certain medication. So certain nights she wouldn't take her medication, and she would decide to drink instead. And she would take like 4 sips of 4 Loco, and she would be like blackout girl getting dragged into a party, like can't walk, barely. And then over the next like week and a half, 2 weeks of hanging out, she would just, we would make out and shit and kind of feel each other up a little bit. We didn't fuck yet.
No, that's a classic. Just late bloomer, 21 years old. Just just diddling around. Come on, get in there.
Her parents are at home.
Smell her asshole.
The only place we could really fuck is in a car. And each time we hung out,
she would cool with it.
Well, here's the thing: is she started telling me more stories about her getting raped.
Well, what's that have to do with you?
How it was but after the 4th or 5th story, I'm starting to think like I'm like just playing a numbers game here.
Wait, hold on. Wait. She's telling you the same story?
No, 5 different people, or one of them was 2 different things.
Gem, get out. Run.
Yeah, exactly.
Get out.
So I'm starting to think, I'm like, there's 2 things here. No, there's one possibility here. No, there's 2 possibilities. Either she's like the most raped person on earth, which I highly doubt, or the common denominator is she's lying about it either because to seem more interesting, or lying about it because she's like a sociopath or something.
Either way, you're going to jail, so get the fuck out of there.
Either way, I'm like, nah. So I started to like, slowly...
His fingers were inside of me.
I started to slowly back out of the little seeing each other, and
You
I would
just started getting transparent while you back away from her.
yeah, and she would start to ask more questions like, "Where's this going?" And I just, she would do the typical like, "So what direction are we a we?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm out of here." And then one day I just was like, "Yeah, I'm busy," and then I just never talked to her. I'm just like, dude, I ain't catching a rape case over some fucking.
You should have just told her that you're gonna just start fucking your sister.
Yeah, that probably would have went over a little
It
better.
was probably weird enough where she's like, "Oh, I understand. Well, good luck to the
Can
two
I
of you."
join? I
Yeah,
used to date her. It's like, no, but and then I went to my sister and I was like, dude, she's fucking nuts.
Nuts.
And my sister was like, yeah, dude, I tried to tell you. She's like literally a compulsive liar. Like she lies about everything.
Hilarious. I tried to tell you.
It's crazy. And the weird thing with her too is she really was a compulsive liar because she would say things and then we'd be hanging out the next night and she would completely say the opposite.
I hate that.
And I'd just be sitting there like, dude, is she like, is she doing this on purpose or does she think I'm like retarded or?
I'm so like I don't trust my memory enough sometimes where sometimes I'm just going, did I mishear what so and so said yesterday and remembered the exact opposite of what they're telling me right now?
Right. You start to think you're crazy where you're like,
yeah, yeah. So that really fucks with you.
Yeah. I don't know why that just reminded because I told the first one and then that was another one that came up where I was like, oh yeah, I did.
No, this is great. You got any more? This is gonna be the whole podcast, I think. Fuck D Live. This is way better. What about your 4th of July, man? How was your 4th of July?
It was weird. We celebrated it today. So, because it was a little bit nicer weather where I live, it was cloudy all day July 4th. So today we had some sun, but it was good, man. I just came back from there. I was at my parents, saw my brother and sister, and I dominated at cornhole, dude. I fucking ran through the family on cornhole.
Oh, really? You went through a cornhole tournament?
Dude, I was sinking them. Yeah, and good. Just saw family, had some fun, fucking ate some good food. What about you? How was your nation's birthday?
So my brother fucking hits me up the day before and he's like, "Hey, sorry, I'm a little sick because I got the 2nd shot, so we're not going to be able to do 4th of July."
Fig.
What a fig!
Are you scared of a little cold, you fairy?
You little fig. So I'm over here like, what the fuck, man? First Yankee Stadium, now this fucking faggle.
Wait. So why does your brother control the inner workings of the holiday?
Because we were all going to go to his spot.
Oh, okay.
So that gets shot down. And then, that was like, I was just like, fuck, all right.
What do your
whatever.
parents live in a teepee?
No, but my parent, dude, all right. I can tell you some like inner family drama if you want to hear it.
Yeah. Only what you're comfortable with, but
it's minor, but I'll tell you. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And this is like, after I told my girl's like, "Oh, you're so white. You guys are so fucking white."
Yeah, dude.
And I'm like, I know we're white. Like our lives are perfect, so we have to create problems.
Oh, white family drama is the best, dude.
White family drama is the dumbest shit. Like, it doesn't matter. None of it ever actually matters. All right, so he texts me and he goes, "Hey, listen, I can't or what's it called? I'm gonna be I'm under the weather right now because I had the 2nd shot, so I'm not gonna be able to do like host 4th of July tomorrow." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, it's all good. Feel better, fucking fairy, whatever." I didn't think anything of it, and then all of a sudden, later on in the day, I was gonna go ride my bike, and my tires were a little low on pressure.
Oh, that's right. You got the bike.
I got a bike.
You're
So
that guy. Do you wear the suit too?
No, I don't wear the suit.
The suit and the helmet and the goggles with a little flag that.
One of our listeners should make a meme of that with my head on it. I don't though.
Got a little bell on your bike. You got a basket.
I do have a bell.
You have a bell.
It came with a bell. Because it came with a bell, and I said, "Fuck yeah!" Put that because you got to let people know you're on their left, or you might run into them.
Oh my god.
Dude,
You have a bell. I was joking. I didn't think you actually. I didn't think they made adult bikes with bells on them. That's a thing.
Yeah, I have a little. It's a beach cruiser with a little bell. It's a nice little green beach cruiser. I like
What's the
it.
bell sound like?
Bring, bring.
Do you actually use it?
I've used it.
Oh,
dude,
my
I've used it probably
God.
between 50 to 100 times. I've used it.
Everyone hates you, dude. You're the worst. Everyone's like, "Who's a fag with the bell?"
They totally say that after.
Of course.
Like a fucking faggot.
When I went biking, they were like,
me.
I went biking, and people, when they would pass, they'd be like, "On your left." And it's like, shut up, Greg. Like, just pass.
Well,
me.
I don't want to say that, so I just ring the
Don't
bell.
say anything. I didn't say. I would just pass people, man.
What happens if they decide to run in your area, bro?
Nah, people stick to sides, dude. You don't need to be.
They
all...
don't.
You're on a bike. What's gonna happen? Oh, you're gonna scrape your knee.
I don't care about me. I care about some fucking old lady.
Yeah, well, fuck her. She should be watching behind her if she's on a bike. That's not my problem.
I'm trying to avoid an accident. You're calling me a faggle. Well, to be fair, yeah. I mean,
Do you wear a helmet?
Yeah. Hell no.
Oh, okay, dude. I would have left the podcast. I would have quit the podcast. You would have got a damn helmet with your belt.
No, I gotta admit, when I see people wear a helmet, I'm just like, why are you wearing a fucking helmet?
Yeah. Like, what are you? You're not going fucking 60 miles per hour here. It's a bike.
And that's when they turn around. Why the fuck you got a bell? And then
I
I'm just over
can't
here like,
believe you actually ride by people and go, bring, bring.
bring, bring. Oh, dude, when I'm riding it and I'm just cruising, there's no one around me, I'm listening to music. Sometimes I'm ringing the bell to the beat of the music. I swear
Oh my
to
God, that's so
I'm not shitting you.
It's like, are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Ring.
Yeah. Are you gay, queer, or fag? Huh? Bring.
Oh, that's so great, dude.
Meet me at the bike shop, but then they go bring.
Does it have little
Right.
streamers?
It doesn't have little fucking streamers, you piece of shit, but it does have.
Put a soda can in the wheel.
It has those things where it's the little like the little pieces of metal that go above both tires to like protect it.
Oh my God.
And I screwed those. I built this thing, and I personally said, yeah, I want those on there.
Why?
Because it just it made it look cooler in my mind.
Oh, okay, I get it. I thought it was for function. I'm like, what the fuck are you protecting the tire from?
I liked
Bird
it. I was
shit?
like, you know what? It came with it. Fuck it. I'm gonna use it.
And is it like a mountain bike? Do you like lay on it?
No, it's a beach cruiser.
What's that?
A beach cruiser is
Like a
those
chopper?
like. No, you ever see people on the beach riding bikes and they look like they're as white as possible and they're just in the breeze.
Oh yeah,
man,
the bike
living
seat's like an actual seat.
Yeah, it's actually comfortable.
It has like a back to it.
No, it doesn't have a back, but it's still a nice bike.
Oh, okay, because when I went riding bikes, we like rented them, and like it was a nice bike, but the seat, dude, destroyed my asshole. It was the hardest seat in existence. Anyway,
what were we talking about? What was the story? Oh, it was about my family.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. I completely.
Holy shit. Yeah, okay. So I go to fill my tires, right? And the way I fill them is I have this electric pump in my car. You plug it into the 12 volt of the car. You turn the battery on of the car, and you pump the tires of the bike.
Oh my God.
Get over the bike. Just get over the bike,
Yeah,
right?
but why
And
do you need to fill the tires?
Because they were low on air pressure. Oh my God, Jen, with the
Dude,
bike.
Does this thing run out of air? How's it run out of air? This doesn't even make sense. What are you doing to the bike?
It just seems like it was a little low. I wanted it to be a little higher on air.
Oh my God.
I wanted it to be, comfortable on when I was riding. Bring.
Dude, if you're ever a boss, you're gonna be just the most
The worst.
micromanaging. Like, oh, those car tires got air in them? Huh?
I can never be a
You're
small
36
business
like
owner. I'd blow my head off.
Yeah. So
I was learning the ins and outs of owning a mortgage or having a mortgage, and I'm like, this is a scam. I can never do this. This is a total
oh,
fucking
for
scam.
sure, it's the biggest scam ever.
Yeah, my one friend says, oh, I got a mortgage, and after a year, they reappraised the house, and the value of the house went up a bunch of money, so then the mortgage went up. I'm like, excuse me, what? What do you mean your mortgage went up? You guys signed a deal. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's sketch.
And then if you have a plot of land, if you have a shed, and decide to demolish that shed and build a bigger house on that same plot of land, oh, lo and behold, your property goes up, so your mortgage would go up. It's like, why? It's the same land.
Hmm.
Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Why does my I think your property tax, I'm sorry, your property tax goes up, which makes no sense. It's the same amount of fucking property.
Yeah, that's
It's
fucking weird.
it's a scam. All right, my family, my fucking white people problem
By the way, I'm
family.
glad
All
we
right,
don't have a guest this week. It's good.
we might. Santos might make it.
Oh yeah, nah, I kind of want him now. He's not.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so I'm
So
filming.
for some reason, you're filling your bike tires with air in a story about family drama.
Well, yeah,
See,
we'll
it's your
get there.
fault that we backtracked.
Not,
Can't
don't
just
even fucking,
can't just
don't
throw
even.
that you have a bike with a bell on it in the middle of a family drama story and expect me not to just
It's
latch onto that.
I threw a dead cow with a bunch of crocodiles and hyenas. Oh shit!
No,
All
I
right,
am interested about it though. Sorry, I'll stop cutting you off.
no, you're fine. That's fucking hilarious. That's actually gonna be one of the clips
Yeah.
for this week. Fucking Whitey's bike. So,
Oh, by the way.
all,
Oh no,
oh.
hold on. I'll wait. I'll
Are you
wait.
serious?
Well,
No. Get it out. Get it out. We'll
why,
keep going.
why am I a
Don't worry.
snake? Huh?
What do you mean? Why are you a snake?
Why am I a snake?
What do you mean? Why are you a
On
snake?
the stereo app, you're a tiger. I'm a snake.
Because it was green.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you noticed that?
Well, it came up today when I accepted the thing, and it just said like Whitey and Gem, and it showed a little snake now. I was like, ah,
By
all
the
right,
way, after the story, we'll do the email and voice message.
all right.
All right. I went to go fill up my tire. Lo and behold, my battery in the car died. I had no idea until then. And I'm like, fuck. All right. So I called my dad and I was like, yo, like, listen, I know it's late and everything, but being that you're free tomorrow, because I know we're not going over to my brother's, can you come over tomorrow to, fill up to give me a jump or whatever? And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? Whatever. And that was it. That was the end of the story. So all of a sudden I get a call back from my mom a few minutes later.
Oh boy.
And I was like, oh jeez. Oh boy.
Oh jeez.
Nah. So she calls and I'm like, hey, what's up? She's like, hey, listen, and so we don't like do doxing, like, hey Whitey, listen, I don't know if Mark told you, but we're not going over his house anymore for 4th of July. And I'm like, yeah, no, he texted me. It's whatever. I asked dad, by the way, if he can come over and give me a jump because my battery died. And he's like, oh yeah, he told me. Yeah, I was thinking, why don't me and him we just go over to your place and we just hang out with you and your girlfriend. And I'm like, uh okay.
Wait,
I don't
why is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing. I was just like, I kind of want to relax, but okay.
Oh, okay, I feel you.
But whatever. I was like, whatever, okay. And then all of a sudden she's like, yeah, but do you want to know the weird thing? And I'm like, oh boy. Yeah, sure. What's up, mom? Your brother, so he can't have people over because he's feeling sick. But then he asked if he could come over our place for 4th of July.
Huh.
And I'm just like, listen, I'm just listening and I'm like, okay, well, I mean, yeah, it's a little strange, but maybe he just feels so under the weather that he doesn't want to host 4th of July, but he still wants to hang out with the family. And then she goes, well, but what it's so last second. Like, what does he think that we can do? We can just have a party last second like that? And I'm just on the phone like, oh boy, this is becoming a thing.
You're getting just dragged into this room, like.
Yeah, dragged into this room, and I'm
By
just
the way,
like,
this is every single family drama that my mom calls me about, where I'm just so like giving everyone the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, maybe he's just doing this. She's like, no, he's
yeah.
like,
And the second you say that, you're now taking their side.
yeah.
And I'm just like, well, mom, maybe it's just like, well, yeah, but what does he expect from us? It's like it's last second. We don't have anything prepared. Da, 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 da. And I'm just like, all right, well, anyways, you and dad, you can come over tomorrow. We'll get some fucking Chinese food, which is what we did, by the way. I never had Chinese food on 4th of July in my life. And yeah, we'll see you then. I hung up the phone I talked to my girl, and she's like, it's just that's white people shit because in her culture, Honduras culture,
Oh boy.
they'd be like, yeah, we don't give a fuck where the party's at last second. We just need some beers and some music. We'll come right over.
Yeah, we'll just fucking stab you if you fucking wrong me.
Doesn't get that heavy, but no,
Nah,
you just
Puerto Ricans.
Jesus Christ. And then in my head, I'm like, watch, I'm gonna get a call from my brother like 2 days from now. Hey, so what, you had mom and dad over and you didn't tell me? It's like, no, bro, I just needed a jump for my car.
Yeah.
They invited themselves over. Like, why am I in the middle of this? I just want to watch the game.
Yeah, see, to me it's so weird because my parents like are always the hosts of everything. You know? Like all the kids go to the parents.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which is weird. It's weird to hear that like that's not the case for I just thought that was like the way it was done.
Well, it's because my parents have a dog, and she's not an aggressive in a dangerous way, but she's aggressive in a playful way. And because my brother has asthma and he's got little kids, it's safer to just be at his place.
Oh, okay. Because he's allergic.
Yeah, it's like, well, this is gay, but whatever.
Huh. Seems like your brother's a little.
Wait, man,
Yeah, what the hell? Oh, he getting the vaccine and use asthma.
You afraid of a little pop?
Yeah.
All right, let's play this fucking voice message.
All right.
It better not be the fucking dude from India again.
Yeah, what the fuck was that guy's like issues?
Well, you gotta, when you hear that shit, I axe that shit. I'm like, I ain't listening to this fucking Babadoo, let me pay for your virgin.
Yeah, he was just trolling, dude.
I know, but I couldn't understand him.
Fucking Bell, I ring that bitch, man. I ring like for real. I think it's hilarious.
Oh shit, that was Darrow.
He said he rings the bell as well.
What does that mean? What
Like
were we
the bike bell.
Oh, thank you, Darrow. Thank you. Bring, motherfucker. Bring.
Dude, I'm flabbergasted that they put bells on adults' bikes.
See, now you think it's
Crazy.
cooler because it's the black guy that does it.
No, I don't.
But when I did it,
it's the gayest thing ever to have a bell on your bike. All the bells and whistles. It's so weird, man.
shit, we should see if Darrow wants to come on as a guest. Last second entry. Actually, I'll hit him up for next week if you're down.
We've been saying it forever, yeah.
I know.
It's just we can't have him on stereo. We gotta have him on the Discord.
Oh, that's right. Well, we had someone scheduled, but she bailed out, sadly. It's whatever.
Yeah, she must have listened to like an episode and was like,
Fuck
no way
this."
I'm going on that show.
Really? And then this other guy keeps wanting to do a video chat. He's like, hey, so like, let's talk. I'm like, no, dude, wait, like we can talk via email. Why does this have to be difficult? Like why do we have to do a Zoom call to see if you want to come on or you want to cross promote? Let's just come on the goddamn podcast or
Who the
not.
hell is that?
One of the other guys on Twitch. I don't want to blast him or anything, but yeah, it's on Twitch.
All right.
I'm gonna read this email, all right?
Yeah.
Fucking God of Cheese. Hitting us up again on the emails. Fuck yeah. All right. You two should just rename the podcast ADHD Podcast Edition. It's not a bad name. Spend another hour and a half telling us about the gun range again, Whitey. You won't know why, because you're not that guy. That is someone who clearly listened to last week's episode.
Yeah. You're not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy.
Not that guy.
Go vote for Biden, you pimple. He definitely saw last week's episode. Side note, please never show that XQC guy again. His voice and the way he speaks is so annoying. It makes me want to punch things. Ah, jeez. All right, well, this guy really doesn't like XQC, apparently. Doesn't seem like he's a fan of me either. Well, geez, got a cheese.
He does shit on you a lot. Well, you did make fun of him for hitting someone drunk driving for like a year.
Oh, yeah, he was drunk and high on opioids, and he hit several fire hydrants.
He was on opioids.
Yeah, and he was going the wrong way on a road. Like, it's not my. I didn't drive the car. It's his fault.
That's the most pizza delivery thing I've ever heard.
While wearing gloves, who wears gloves while pizza delivering? Not like medical gloves, the ones that you cut the fucking fingertips off. Right? Like he was in a jazz band.
Oh yeah, he always did have mittens, dude. Every time I see him, he had mittens on.
Probably why he crashed his car. He probably lost control.
I thought this was like We're still talking about it.
It's been years, and that story, like the fucking guy's on crack cocaine basically, and he's getting mad at me because I pointed out.
Yeah. Okay, so Sir Lucas, you know Sir Lucas?
Yeah, one of our other nice listeners.
He just DM'd me and he said, "Hey, yo, bro, once the podcast's over, I got some questions about construction." Like,
He actually just emailed the pod. So I'm going to read this email for the podcast.
yeah.
Lucas, Sir Lucas. Lucas says, bike shit. I have a bell on my bike because I've had the same bike since I was 10. That's not a good look. And now I have this faggoty green bell on my goddamn mountain bike. And I can't. Dude, it's so funny because I have a green bike and I can't find the tool to remove it. So bring, I guess. Bring. Dude, and then he did the little emoji, the little like rock hand emoji, like rock on, motherfucker.
This is crazy to me. You guys all have bells on your bikes,
Dude, you're the
Even
odd one
Darrow.
out. You fucking Darrow, me, Lucas, we all got bells,
What
bro.
the fuck is going on? I don't even have a bike.
You want to play the other voice message?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
This is crazy. Everyone has bikes.
Yeah, dude, you're the odd one out. Get a fucking bring.
Oh, it's just Asia. She was the best last time she was. All right.
Yeah, fuck you.
Hi guys, how are y'all doing? What's goody? Did y'all just get up on here? I am glad I'm catching y'all early. And let me strap in because I'm ready. What are we talking about? I heard bells on bikes, which is it's kind of soft, beloved, if I had to say something. But I get it. You want people to be aware of you and your surroundings, and that's being you know what? It ain't soft. It's very mindful. I appreciate that, as long as you are using it to alert people. But how are y'all doing? What's going on?
She just called me a pussy, and I'm not gonna have his baby. Well, that's literally what she said.
Well, yeah, she's absolutely correct in saying that.
She says I'm not having that man's child.
Yeah. What's up, Asia? We remember you. That was a great episode last time.
Look at us with a little bit of a fan base all of a sudden.
I mean, stereo is. I've always liked stereo.
I do too.
I still
Bro,
maintain that we're the only straight white dudes on this whole entire app.
we're the only two straight white guys on this fucking app. There's no way in hell we're not.
Yeah.
Dude, have you noticed? Have you been watching any? Have you seen any GoDaddy commercials lately?
No.
You
Oh,
haven't.
Daddy, what is this? 2004?
Okay, but all right. You remember the GoDaddy commercials from the past, like
Yeah,
15
of course.
years. Remember
Oh,
how
hot,
just
hot chicks and shit.
yes,
It was
dude,
so sexualized.
if you watch their new commercials, you know what they're doing.
Mm.
Total rebrand. Oh,
No
they're
way.
all dude. If you see their commercials, they're totally about
Go
you.
mommy.
Go mommy, go strong, be you. You're a strong woman. Create your website using GoDaddy. It's it's like, guys, do you
Oh, so they're just the phoniest of phony phone phonies.
In what world do you think people are going to forget the Danica Patrick GoDaddy from 10 to 15 years ago?
Yeah, that's what MTV tried to do too. They were like when we were growing up, they were the crazy edgy, and then the second like people were talking about woke shit, they went like super woke. It's just like, dude, you're MTV, dude. The primetime show used to be guys sticking firecrackers up their ass. Like, what the fuck are you talking about politics? Shut up. Stay in your goddamn lane.
Yeah, it's time for us to get serious. And then it's like, after this, Johnny Knoxville's going to eat a goldfish and throw it up into Steve-O's asshole.
Yeah. Just
like, all right.
Stick to that whole thing. That's weird. I didn't even know GoDaddy existed. So, I mean, maybe they're just trying to survive at this point.
They're trying. You can totally tell. It's like, okay, no one's using your service anymore. Or at least it's downhill a lot. And now you're trying to rebrand yourself, to grasp at that last straw kind of thing. That's why it gets annoying when people who obviously don't pay enough attention to sports talk about like they pay attention to sports when they talk about ESPN. It's like, look at ESPN. They're losing viewers because of their politics. It's like, no, they're losing subscriptions before that. Like they're starting to go in that direction because they think maybe it will help them in a way gain more subscription. It's like, Jesus Christ! It's like, I hate when
they're losing subscriptions because it's
that
fucking 2021 and people can watch other things besides a guy hit a ball with a bat. We have everything in the history of the world in our pockets.
Well, ESPN was more so because it was 24/7, 24/7 sports network.
Oh boy.
There's real what?
Oh
Oh,
jeez.
did
What?
did I say sit down? It's time for class.
Yeah, yeah. You said,
I'm
"Oh,
sorry.
we're talking about sports." Last time I got you yelling about the fucking mafia.
I was wrong on that one though. I was stupid. That was the dumbest I've ever sounded on any of these episodes. That's like one
Yeah,
of those clips people bring up. It's like, remember when you said this? It's like, all right, I lost. I get it.
yeah,
Um, but no, there's a lot of reasons why ESPN has gone. I shouldn't say slightly downhill. I'll say downhill, but I won't say like a huge drop off. But downhill in the past like half a decade around. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but one of the main reasons is, like you said, it's 2021. The need for a 24/7 sports channel isn't necessary because you can just get all the highlights and the stats on your phone instantly. Now, with that being said, though, a lot of new sports channels that are 24/7 are have been created recently. Like just a few years ago, there wasn't a thing called Fox Sports 1. And there's Fox Sports 1, Fox Sports 2, Fox Sports Go. So some people still see it as a way to make money, a 24/7 sports TV channel, but ESPN has definitely dropped off from years past. But it's not because of the fucking politics. And if it is, then that's only because they are probably trying it to get viewers and it's hurting them more than helping them. Like, please don't pretend that, oh, that's the reason. It's like, no, it's not the reason. You're just trying to pander to your fucking retarded audience.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the thing I do like about sports though is that people who don't know about it, like me, are pretty quiet. Whereas like you have other things like when it comes to like movies or politics, where even if people know nothing about it, they have such strong opinions. Where it's like I would never be like, oh well, I mean, I guess I do to a point, but that's just for banter.
Like my mom, like, oh, I thought so and so should have won Best Picture. It's like, Mom, you didn't watch any of the fucking movies in the Oscars.
Yeah, everyone will be so quick to be like, oh my god, well, with this policy on this, and it's like, dude, you don't know anything about it, and neither do I. So shut. But people don't typically. They're not going to be like, well, LeBron James, he's not really able to shoot. It's like because they don't know. They just
You're 100%. I love you, but you're 100% wrong.
really well.
Oh, dude, people talk so much shit, and it just, and I'm dumb too. I'm not.
Yeah, but
acting
they
like
at
a
least
fucking
would watch
know-it-all.
it, right? They're just wrong. People can still be wrong. But as someone who didn't watch sports at all, you're saying they would still go on and on about certain players
Oh,
and the inconsistent.
that I doubt. I
Yeah,
guess you got a point there if you're making that point.
I don't know. There's something to do with like politics where people just feel like even if they know nothing, they'll just wax poetic on it. And it's just like, dude, I can
Well, I think
tell.
it's because a lot of it nowadays, when it's broadcast to people, they don't really broadcast policy. They just broadcast morality. And people, obviously, without studying or watching anything, have their morals already established. So they're going to argue those to the death compared
Oh,
to
that's
someone
true.
else's morals.
Because there's nothing really ethical or moral about like a sport. Whereas like when it comes to like shit that affects people, yeah, I guess I could see that.
Mm.
It seems more important than like a basketball game.
Nah, man, nah, that NBA finals are about to start, bro.
I'm gonna play a little voice message here.
Yeah, sure, man. And then I got
Wait,
some
so
other stuff to tell you.
what do y'all think was more sexual? The GoDaddy commercials or the Carl's Jr. commercials? I remember they one time, this is early Kim Kardashian, they had in Carl's Jr. her sexily eating a burger.
Sexually.
Like, why? Okay, I guess. But yeah, what y'all think? Carl's Jr. or GoDaddy?
Porn.
I see. I don't remember Carl's
Porn's more
Jr.
sexual. They were yeah, they're both sexual. The Carl's Jr. one, remember like the girl would eat like a big burger and then the sauce would drip on her cleavage and she'd be in a bikini.
Nah, I don't live in an area where there's called Junior, so we didn't get advertising for them.
Yeah, but people would make fun of them and make memes and clips and videos of them.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know. I don't even know what Carl's Jr. is really. Is it the hot dog place?
It's a burger place.
Burger place. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Dude, I went to a chiropractor on Friday, by the way.
Why'd you do this?
Well, you know the headaches I've been having for the past 10 months.
Oh yeah,
So
the
I've been
tension
having
headaches,
yeah,
migraines.
fucking just 24/7. Just makes me want to just fucking have a train hit my head. I hate it. So I go into this fucking dude's place.
Oh, dude, a chiropractor? Is that where he cracks your fucking ass
Oh,
cheeks?
do you no my ass cheeks?
Yeah,
No, he
don't they like
cracked my
crack everything? They like
Nah,
crack things you didn't even know you had.
he was just cracking the upper half for the most part.
Why the hell you
But
always go to guys, dude?
it's just I just go to the place, and if it's a guy, it's a guy. If it's a girl, it's a girl. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know, dude. Call me homophobic. I don't want a guy rubbing up on me, dude.
I don't
Isn't
care
that kind
about
of
dude,
weird?
as long as you can get the job done, I don't care.
The job done. See, even with the way you say it, what job, dude?
Just get the job done, pal.
No, I
Get in
guess
there.
that makes more sense than a massage because I guess you have to be strong to like crack shit.
Well, I mean, with a deep tissue massage, I'd rather have a muscle-bound dude than some frail, mom.
Yeah. Yeah, that's aren't chiropractors like not even doctors though?
They are. So when people
They go to
say,
school for like 2 years.
so
They get
being
like a
a
liberal
doctor,
arts degree, and they're like, all right, well now I'm gonna go work on people's spines.
being a doctor doesn't mean like you went to school for 8+ years and you're so you can a lawyer, someone who studies law can get their doctorate. It doesn't mean they can all of a sudden do like heart surgery or they can do medical stuff. So a chiropractor is a type of doctor. You can get a doctorate in being a chiropractor.
Yeah, but you can get a doctorate in fucking biology too. It doesn't make you a like doctor.
I understand it's not you're
It's
not
not a
you're
P-
saying
it's not a master's PhD. Like,
I never said it was.
well, isn't that
But you
when
can,
people call
you still
people
you're
doctors
still
a
a doctor.
PhD or masters? I mean, MD.
No, PhD is just a type of degree, man.
I don't know where I heard it. I heard chiropractors were fake doctors though.
Well, they're not.
I heard it's like pseudoscience. Like they basically just like pretend that they're fixing you, but they don't really do nothing.
Well, they do.
Do they?
Yeah, because
I heard Joe Rogan say once that chiropractors are frauds.
and Joe Rogan fucking did push-ups before he took his shirt off on a podcast one day because he was regretful of his body. So, well, let's all be honest with ourselves for
Hold
5
your
minutes.
tongue. You hold your tongue, dude. Talking about King Rogan like that.
He
Yeah,
came
you
out
might-
with his fucking balloon gut. All right, I love the guy, but like, let's not act like he's the fucking epitome of man.
I mean, he's a black belt in like fucking 3 martial arts. He'll kill you, dude. What are you talking about? He's more
Because
manly
he-
than your fucking
Because he's
entire
5'6".
family line.
He fought kids. Could you imagine if that's how he got his black belt? He's just beating the shit out of 9-year-olds.
Yeah, just taekwondo, dude.
Just
Fucking-
whooping the shit out of him.
Fucking chin kicks. All right. Well, he would need to fight kids because he's like 5'1".
I just said that. You
Oh,
fucking asshole.
sorry. I didn't mean to. So what happened at the chiropractor? What did you do?
So
So you're laying down on this bed naked. This man comes up behind you with lube.
This isn't gonna hurt.
Yeah. It's only gonna hurt at first.
Dude, so first off, he starts asking me a bunch of questions. He brings out this little pizza cutter looking thing with spikes on it. And he goes, "All right, so you've been to the neurologist. Did your neurologist, did he show you this?" And I go, "No. Your neurologist didn't use this on you." No. He's like, "Jeez, did he at least..." Dude, like,
Oh, dude, the gall of this guy. He's a chiropractor. You're talking about a neurologist, dude. Wait. You're telling me he didn't use this little doohickey thingy that gonna run across your fucking left eye? You're like, no. He's like, amateur. This fucking man that literally works on people's brains for a living.
I swear
I
to
hate
God,
this guy, dude.
I shit you not. He
Guy
fucking
sucks.
he went and he rolled his eyes at my
Oh my
neurologist.
God.
I never, dude.
The audacity.
I was flabbergasted. I was stunned, dude. I was stunned. I almost wanted to shake this man's hand. Like, I can't believe he fucking just
Guy
did
fucking
this.
cracks knuckles for a living. He's over here fucking insulting a brain surgeon. Some tool he bought off fucking Amazon because he saw a YouTube video about it. I hate this guy. Dude, what's this guy's name? Fucking Chad, dude.
Oh, shit.
This guy's name's Kyle.
He actually said, "Pfft," and rolled his eyes. His eyes went in the back of his head. I was like,
wait, your neurologist didn't use this little toy?
What amateur Ivy League school did this guy go to?
Yeah.
This fucking fairy. Oh my god.
You didn't use this little plastic doohickey. I just pulled that out of my backpack. What a chump. Fuck this guy, dude. I'm mad. I'm angry. I would have been fuming. Like, who the fuck are you?
Oh shit.
What do you know?
Oh shit.
You can massage people's calves for a living, you fucking... Oh, so you're confirming my fucking Joe Rogan rumor, dude. This guy's a fucking fraud. Alright, so what happened after this? Now...
Oh fuck! So he uses the doohickey, and basically what the doohickey is because I've been having the chronic headaches for 10 months. I've also had both my hands have been going numb. So he rolled this thing.
A little concerning.
Yeah, well, that's why I went to a fucking neurologist, a real doctor. All right. So
you made your way all the way down to chiropractor. Who are you going to next? Like someone who talks to crystals? Like you're gonna be like anything to stop these headaches, dude.
Yeah, well,
I'll try any avenue.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like I started asking out the cheerleader, and after they said no abruptly, it's like, all right, let me ask the robotics team. Okay,
now you're in the special ed class. Like,
let's try archery. All of a sudden, I'm with Trisha, who has a helmet and a coloring book. It's like, ah, Jesus, fuck. Oh, you don't even eat in the cafeteria. You're in some special room in the library, aren't you? Ah, fuck. All right, so he rolls the thing on my forearms, and basically this little tool is to tell you, like, does this feel the same on both arms? Like he rolled it on all my fingers. It's like, does it feel the same on your middle finger as the other middle finger? I'm like, they feel the same, but the left one feels a little more, but I think that's because you're applying more pressure. And he's like, whatever. So he puts the tool down. He's like, all right. You know, he's bending, he's putting like this little plastic, dude, he puts like what's that? A projector or whatever. What's that thing that makes a perfect circle in math class? A compass?
Compass, yeah.
He puts like a plastic half circle compass on my neck with angles on it. He's like,
I fucking hate this. Dude, he's just pulling anything out to be like, yeah, I think it's because of this. Like, dude.
I think he grabbed like his kid's textbook at one point and just swung it over the back of my head. He's like, there, you're fixed. The next patient, please.
Yeah. All right, you gotta write the check to fucking mute my personal account. All right. Bring in the guy in the wheelchair.
Cash only. Okay, so
you fucking pull out holy water next, dude? What is this fucking guy? What did Ken say next, dude?
All right, so then he goes behind me when I'm sitting down. I take my shirt off. He puts his hand behind my neck, and he starts, rubbing it a little bit and feeling it up with his middle fingers. And then he feels one spot. It's right where my skull starts on the back of my head, right? And I'm about to say something. What I'm about to say to him is, bro, that's literally like the point of where my headaches start. Like that's why I wanted to say to him. Before I could even get a word out, he says out loud,
yeah. Yeah. Like he just opened the hood of a car and he's like, there she is. I found the source of your problem.
That's your problem. But dude, I gotta admit, in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's impressive. Like this dude, without me saying anything,
I know something.
He know. So he goes, all right, don't. So after that, after rubbing me up for like another 30 seconds, 60 seconds, he goes, all right, yeah, don't worry, I can fix you. And I just laughed. I'm like, okay, yeah, I hope. And he kind of got mad when I said that. I could kind of see him give me the side eye, like, hey, this fucking kid.
Yeah, no, this guy's cocky as all hell, dude. He's like, "You
So-
will walk out of here a new man." You're like, maybe not.
He
He's like,
he lays me down. He starts doing electric muscle stimulation. So he's basically putting like a an ultrasound thing on my back, and my muscles are like fucking like my arms, jiggling, and my traps are jiggling because that's what this thing does. But my right trap isn't jiggling that much. And he's like, "Yeah, you're really fucking compacted here, man." And I'm over in my head like, "Are you sure? Are you sure the Duracell batteries didn't just die on this thing?" So he goes, "All right, here we go." After he was done, bro, I'm laying on my stomach. He picks my head up. He puts it to the side and he goes, "All right, you ready?" I'm like, yeah. Just cracks that thing, man. Before I can even get the word out. And I heard around between 14 and 47 cracks.
this seems
with
a
this
little
one move.
irresponsible.
And dude, when he did that, I just felt like he flushed a toilet in my head. I swear to dude, like my left side of my face, I'm like, whoa, that felt really, really good. And he's like, "All right, time for the other side." He does the other side. All I hear is, I hear the crack. And he's like, "Oh, wow. Usually I don't hear a noise on the other side." I'm like, "Okay. I don't want you to say that, but okay." And then he flips me over. Again, crack on the left. Oh, I'm sorry. He cracked my middle back a couple times before this, but that I kind of like. Every chiropractor does that, but he did it again. Crack on the left, crack on the right when I was laying on my back, and I'm just like, whoa, like this actually, I feel looser. And I'm like, what did you do to me? I actually felt better, bro. But in my head, I'm like, listen. This was in my head, but in my head, I'm like, all right, this is one of those things where this feels good, but probably by tonight or tomorrow morning, I'm not going to feel good anymore. And this is going to be a temporary thing. But I asked him, I'm like, "What did you do to me?" He goes, "When you crack your neck, you can only get to a certain level. Where you're having the pain is where your vertebrae and your skull plate meet. You have a lot of tension in there. It's blocking your nerves, so it's impacting your nerves and like I think blood vessels or blood veins or whatever. And some of these nerves wrap around your whole head. They wrap around your whole skull, which is why you're getting these tension headaches, which is why when you start to stress out and your muscles get tighter, your headaches get worse." And I'm just like looking at him like, "Yeah, that's okay. That makes perfect fucking sense." So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you this little, he gave me this little air cushion thing to pump up, to do 2 to 3 times a day. And it just basically decompresses my spine. And he goes, "Listen, you're going to come see me twice a week, except for the following week, because I'm going to be on vacation. Yay." And then after that, we'll start doing some traction. And I go, whoa, hold on. Am I going to have to do this forever for the rest of my life? He goes, "No, we're going to be done in a few weeks and your headaches aren't going to bother you again, man." And I'm just like, dude, if this is real, fuck yeah. And by the way, it's all covered by my insurance. So I'm just paying a $10 copay. So I'm like, fuck it. Twice a week. If this is what it takes, let's fucking do this thing.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's good news.
It felt like good news because I have to admit, I started to feel the headaches come back maybe like a day and a half later, but they haven't been as bad. And I'm just like, shit, that was just one time I went there so far.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, maybe it's not so, maybe he actually knows his fucking shit.
Yeah, well, he's fucking writing on Yelp. "Yeah, this guy's neurologist is a piece of shit."
That's
He
hilarious.
don't know nothing. He rolled his eyes at my neurologist.
Yeah, that's funny.
That is great. We got a couple more voice messages. By the way, everyone who sent in voice messages, we love you. We love you so much. And people who send emails, we love you too. We love both of you.
Yeah. Let me, I'll play one of these, or 2 of these.
I know there are things that they're onto, but even just now, I was supposed they put the fear into you about taking antibiotics and stuff. I've just not bothered to take antibiotics or something. And I was reading on the thing, it was like, "Oh, you have to, and all this crap." And I was taking colloidal silver and super garlic supplements and stuff, all kinds of natural antibiotics. But I don't even really think that I needed to take any of that.
I think I came in really hot, but I kind of got a gist of what he was saying.
Yeah, it sounded like he thought it was recording for 10 seconds before that. Because I feel like that was in the middle of his fucking thing.
Oh shit! I'm on the air. Okay. Anyways, I've been taking antibiotics.
I will say,
Oh, go ahead.
I will say have been times where I have had to take antibiotics, and I literally felt like I was dying, and because I had like an infection. So they definitely sometimes you definitely do need them.
Oh, was he talking about like how he's worried about taking antibiotics?
No, it sounded like for something he had, he didn't feel like he needed to take them, and everyone was telling him he had to.
Yeah, dude. I mean, at the end of the day, you start to know your own body and you make your own decisions. And if you get blasted, like all of a sudden you die from some infection. I mean, that's what happens. So yeah, it's up to you whether to listen to everyone or not about taking whatever. They could all be wrong. The majority could be wrong. Like that's never not the case. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that can always happen. The majority always has a chance to be wrong.
Yeah. I'm gonna play Just Asia's most recent.
Oh, look at Just Asia making the show again.
Oh my God, he's gonna go to the stone lady and she gonna pull out some damn emeralds and be like, so your chiropractor didn't show you this? Huh. What the hell going on?
I feel like she's having her own little like personal fun time right now listening to us.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious, dude. Yeah, that's
Her own little stand-up show.
Yeah, you go to the fucking gym guy, she's like, oh, you didn't do this?
Oh, he didn't show you the purple stone, eh?
Yeah, amateur. All right. Yeah, that no.
Bro,
that's,
by the way, man. So what I've noticed about myself is I get more uncomfortable with people the more I know them.
Yeah.
You do too?
Yeah. Like,
it's weird. It should be the opposite, right?
I feel like when I just meet someone, I usually make a really good impression, and it's on this mountaintop of like, this can only go down. And like, I get really nervous about like, and then I usually do something stupid to like ruin that image that they have. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, my second impression is horrific. Because I'm so like nervous about.
I'd say more so where I don't care if like strangers know shit about me. And I don't care if like maybe acquaintances know shit about me, right? But like there's personal family members where I'm like, I don't want you to know a ton of my darkest secrets. I don't want you to know anything about me. And I feel like it should be the opposite. Like, isn't it the opposite for more people where they tell their, deep things to their family and friends because like those are people they can trust, and they don't tell shit to people they don't know?
Yeah, but at the same time, like, my dad the other week was like, hey, so when do I get to listen to your podcast? And I was like, never. I was like, never, ever. And I'm super close to him, but it's just like...
Yeah, my dad said the same thing. What's with the microphone? It's like, nothing.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Dad.
Don't worry about it. It's just a microphone, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't want my family listening to this. And it's not because of anything saying bad about them. It's just like, I don't know, I'm more... There's things I talk with you about that I don't talk to them about, you know what I mean?
100%. It's weird, though. It's so weird that I'm closed off to a percent with the people I love the most and the people who took care of me and who have been with me for the majority of my life.
Yeah. That is super weird.
There was a sad part of that, I feel.
Yeah, I just, even with my, my buddy in real life, I talk shit with him like to a deeper level almost than my family. Yeah, that is weird, dude. I don't know why that is.
Is it because
maybe because you're not like tied to them like in a like, because you're stuck with your family, and not in a negative way, but just like, I don't know.
Is it because, you or me, are we afraid that they're gonna judge us, or we don't want them to look at, well, I mean, would be judged, but we don't want them to look at us differently than what they probably already have been used to seeing us?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of a veil we put up with our family, There's a little bit of like a mask you put on where it's like, you obviously are family, so you're going to talk about deep shit, and they know you better than most, but like, I don't know, the shit I talk about on this or with my buddy on when we play Xbox, it's like, I just don't think they'd get it. You know what I mean? They'd think I was like a fucking out of my mind. You know?
Yeah,
I feel like
and
they'd
then
look at me different.
yeah, and then it makes everything weirder. But then, in a way, are they really looking at who you really are when they're looking at you now?
Yeah. It's just like 90% of what I am. And then that last 10% is kind of just only
It's
delegated
still an
to
A
close
minus,
friends.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just because you don't choose your family. You know what I mean? I'm sure like and I'm sure it's not just a broad thing. I'm sure there's like I could talk to shit about my brother probably, and I have. That's like more deeper than I would with my parents or my sister. You know what I mean? Because we used to live in a room together. Like we're both guys. Yeah. To be honest, my brother's probably the only one who I would give the podcast like info to. I don't give a fuck. He wouldn't give a fuck. Like, he knows what I am. You know what I mean? But, my mom especially, dude. My mom would fucking... You out of your mind, dude? My mom heard some of the shit I'd be talking with my
But you
friends.
talk to a guy named Whitey on the internet,
Oh, my God.
and you guys just lambast fat women and gay people?
She would disown me, I think. She got mad when I said sugar... Oh, dude, I was making fun of my mom today. I was, my mom was wearing these shorts where it was like they weren't like tight, they were like really baggy and hiked up. So her little fucking chicken legs were just hanging out. And I was just like,
geez.
she's just like talking to me for like 10 minutes. And I was just like, look at your little fucking chicken legs.
Well, you started it.
And she's like, why you always teasing me? You tease me for my clothes. You tease me. I'm like, well, you freaking, chicken legs. What do you mean? She's not really a self-deprecating person, so she gets a reaction out of her, and that's why I do it, I like shitting on my mom.
Dude, man. Fucking... Dude, this is a weird thing, but you ever notice that dentists work on the dumbest fucking hours of all time?
What do you mean?
Dude, fucking dentist offices will be closed on like a Tuesday.
Oh yeah,
And then on a
weird.
Friday, they're like open from 8 to 10, and then they're off for 5 hours, and then they're open again from like 6 p.m. to midnight. It's like, what the fuck's going like, who makes your hours at the dentist office?
Yeah, I think they're just making so much money. They're just kind of like whenever they feel like it,
Yeah, but I feel like they all got together and like, let's just fuck with people. It's like, why? Why are you doing this to people?
Yeah, that is weird, man. I didn't think of that until you said it, but there have been times where I like go to look at like an appointment for a dentist and it's like, yeah, closed on a Wednesday. It's like, what the fuck? Who closed on a
Why?
Wednesday? Yeah.
Every Wednesday, or is this a special occasion?
Yeah,
Nope,
what the
every Wednesday.
Ever heard of the weekend? The rest
Man.
of society closes.
Bro, that fucking Twitch shit. One thing that gets me upset with that whole Twitch thing, with people getting banned and everything, is I get it. If Twitch is like, listen, this is our policy and we don't allow it and we want to kick these people off. I totally get that. But what I don't understand, or I do understand it, but what I don't agree with is, why the fuck do you people, not Twitch, I'm talking about the people, like other people, why the fuck do you guys have to be narcs? Why do you have to like, oh, look, why are they allowed to do this and not us? They should be off the platform. It's like, dude, no, why wouldn't you go, hey, they're doing this and right now it's allowed. So why don't you give us more like rope? Don't take away their fucking rope. Don't take away their pull. You should try to enhance your own. Like, why do people have to narc people out, man?
Yeah. It's unfortunate. It's the thing I said last week. It's like there's two kinds of people, the people who build sandcastles and people who kick them down. And it's just like the people who do that, they're just not. They don't have the talent or like knowledge to build a sandcastle, so they just take joy in kicking everyone else's down, so they can all be on. They want like to knock down everyone down to their level, so they can feel important.
Look who's here, by the way.
What?
Fucking, he's not in waiting yet, but he's here.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
We got a guest.
Oh boy.
I have a lot of questions actually with Santos.
Yeah, that's cool. Hopefully it'll be better than last time. Last time we were.
Guys, by the way, if you're listening on stereo, the unfortunate thing is when we have a guest, we have to go off stereo. but you can still listen to this podcast live on our Twitch and our YouTube account.
Yeah, we're
Our
live right
YouTube
now on
account.
Twitch and YouTube, and we're gonna to close out the last hour. We're gonna have a guy named Santos Bonacci on, who's like an astrologer. Fucking
He'll talk about my chiropractic stuff. Oh, dude, I have so many questions about back pain with him.
good. I'm glad.
Yeah, and if you guys, of course, if you're listening, if you ever want to listen to pre-record, like episodes after the fact, like by Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon, they're on all your favorite podcast platforms, not counting Apple Podcasts, but they're on Spotify, Google Podcasts. You guys know the gist.
Let's just play Just Asia's last thing before we drag him in.
There's like 5 new messages.
Oh yeah, let's do Darrow and Just Asia, the most recent.
Hey man, do your thing.
Yo, I'm the same way. Like, I'll get on a podcast and I'll tell some fucking personal shit that I would never tell any of my family members, like, outright. But yeah, like it's easier to do like with strangers because like I look at it like, yo, a stranger can't use the shit against me. You know what I'm saying? They won't bring it up 8 years later because I don't give a fuck. Fuck
That's a good
them,
point.
right? But a family member or a close friend, like, I got to see you every day. I got to look you in your fucking face all the time. So yeah, you don't need to know this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get what he's saying.
Hello.
yeah, that's a good
Hey,
point.
well, what's happening, Santos?
Wait,
Hello.
can we play Just Asia's last
Hey.
one? Sorry.
Yeah, Santos, we're gonna play one more voice message, if that's cool with you, man, and then we'll do your thing.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Shit. All right, there we go.
Well, dentists need time to kill people because they're sadists. So that extra scheduling time is for them to, plan their stalking and their murders because dentists are weird. And they're also not doctors, by the way. And but they say they're doctors, they're not doctors.
Yeah, I feel like Just Asia's just sipping on some wine when she's doing the or when she's listening to the podcast.
I was just about to crack some. It's funny you mentioned it.
All right, guys, stereo listeners, thank you so much. Like we said, we're live right now on YouTube and Twitch, and you can always listen to our episodes in the future on all podcast platforms and our website, podpage.com/nothingspodcast.
Yeah, and we said, when are we gonna get fucking Darrow and fucking Just Asia on the goddamn podcast?
I'll try to get Daryl
I think
next
you're looking
week.
for
and-
guests all over the place. It's like, got 2 right here that we've been saying.
Well, I know Darrow's gonna be down. We talked, and it Just Asia. I guess I'll ask her too. I don't know how to message people on stereo though.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, take it easy on stereo.
Yeah, thanks guys.
All right, what's happened, Santos?
Hey, how you going, guys? Sorry I'm late.
No, dude, not
you're
at
good.
all, not at all, bro. Like, after you left the last episode, I had a million other questions. It was mainly, by the way, I didn't know you're on the moon right now. I had a million questions about like how you're talking about 1,000, like people living to 1,000 years old and everything. But before I get into that, so I just recently saw a chiropractor, right? Because I've been dealing with chronic headaches for the past 10 months, which looks like it's all stemming from my upper neck, which is what my chiropractor's saying. But he was also talking about how there's been books written about how the majority, if not all, back pain or chronic back pain comes from stress. Have you like heard stuff about that? And if so, like, do you believe in stuff like that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's all about stress for sure, brother. Mental stress, emotional stress, they cause the body to react because the body is just a sounding board for emotional stress, mental stress, etc. So, good, healthy mind, balanced, lots of meditation. What you probably need is potassium phosphate. Are you Aryan? What's your sun sign?
What?
Oh, he's
Like-
Aquarius.
Yeah, I'm Aquarius.
Aquarius. Aquarius. Yeah, you need potassium phosphate, brother. Potassium phosphate. Tissue salt will help with your headaches.
What's is that a supplement or can I get that naturally in my diet?
No, it's homeopathic remedy. It's tissue salt. It's Schussler tissue salt. You can get that at your pharmacies, drugstores. You can get it anywhere. Mostly health stores carry them. You can buy them on my website. I have the best tissue salts
See,
in
look, this guy coming in with the fucking sales pitch here.
Yep. Why not?
Yep. He's like, I see a guy in pain. He's impressionable. I'm gonna sell him some salt.
I'm leading the example for people who want to live freely and create their own wealth and not to have a job. I've never had it. For 2 years in my life have I done a 9-to-5er, and all the rest I've created my own wealth with my own hands. So I hope that inspires people. I mean, and it's a healing thing. I'm not making money, selling weapons or drugs, or I'm actually making wealth with healing people. But Aquarians need potassium phosphate. That will help you with your headaches, brother.
Gotcha. But now it's not over the counter, or it is over the counter?
Yeah, you can get it over the counter. You can get it. Go to your health food store in downtown. They'll get it for you.
Yeah, no offense to you. I'd rather just do a quick hey, go to the fucking corner store and pick up some potassium phosphate. Or is it in the normal supplement section where you see vitamin D and stuff like that?
Yeah, it can be. Usually, it's in a special little area, but
if I ask for potassium phosphate, is the fucking kid, is the clerk, is he gonna give me some fucking kosher salt?
No, well, you have to say it's got to be a tissue salt.
A tissue salt.
Yeah, tissue salts. Schussler, the guy who discovered the 12 salts.
Oh, jeez.
A German guy 200 years ago. He was studying the cremated remains of humans and animals, and he found that the cremated dust consists always exclusively of 12 different salts. Then 100 years later, George Carey, an astrologer, discovered that every one of us are deficient in 3, at least 3, because of the 9-month gestation period. So you're deficient in your Aquarius sign, Pisces, and Aries. Aries is potassium phosphate. You need the Aries salt. That's your 3rd salt. That's what will cause the headaches. The brain needs potassium, dude. The nervous system needs a lot of potassium. It's the 5th main element after carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and hydrogen. Potassium.
Don't bananas have potassium though?
They
Can't
do.
I just eat a lot of potassium in a diet?
Yeah, but that's a different kind of potassium. It does not reach the mitochondria. It doesn't reach the little pockets where these heavier minerals just cannot penetrate. Homeopathic tissue salts are the finest triturated nanoparticle minerals you can get. They are alchemical. It's an alchemical, homeopathic, naturopathic remedy. It has to be a tissue salt because it's the only one that will get right in there.
Jesus. And is this safe to take?
You can't overdose on them. They are perfectly safe. Your body is made of 12 tissue salts. So I take the whole 12. I mean, I don't mess around. I want all of those salts in my body, and that's how I keep healthy.
So potassium chloride powder, that's definitely not the same thing.
Potassium chloride is for...
Sodium free.
I think there is
And talking
potassium
shop,
chloride.
guys. The goddamn talking shop.
I'm sorry, Jim. I'm just really
I'm over here with a
curious.
fucking pizza cutter tool. All I know
Well,
is
because I'm trying to look online to buy this. I'm trying to see where I can buy this, and there's no stores that are coming up near me. I don't see a traditional.
buy it
Target.
online then.
I don't trust in that.
No, buy it from a trusted brand.
You got Santos. He's standing right here, and you're gonna just fucking. You're gonna just shy away from Santos.
No, that's not what I said. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's something you would find in a CVS. You know what I mean?
Well, you can find that in a store. Like I can go just down to the store and get it. But I've never seen this before in a store.
Yeah, ask around. You'll find it. You'll definitely find it.
What's Santos? What is your diet like?
All salt.
Yeah, just 12
Plant-based.
salts. 12 salts and 9 peppers.
He has one specific salt for the month. The number 2 salts for February, number 3 for March.
Yeah, just plant-based.
Oh, so you're a vegetarian?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What's that like?
Yep.
I
for
feel
sure.
like I could never do it.
Well, that's how I got syncretism. 12 years ago when I changed from flesh eating to vegetarianism, I became a syncretist and I became very, very awakened, spiritual, and transcendental. Because you can't do that when you've got animal blood mixed with human blood. When you eat flesh, you are addicted. You're addicted to blood. You're bloodthirsty.
Mm.
It's the adrenaline in the blood that gives you energy. You think that you're getting protein and iron. That's a crock. That's totally a lie. The meat industry are lying about that. True doctors like Dr. Robert Young, Dr. Robert, what's his name? The homeopath. There's a lot of great doctors out there who are PhD doctors that will tell you that flesh can ultimately only give you bowel cancer, heart disease, all kinds of problems. The hospitals are full of flesh eaters, put it that way.
Hmm.
What's your take on the people who claim to not only partake, they're taking part in the carnivore diet, but they're also saying that they're getting very positive side effects and having better lives right now because they're on a carnivore diet?
Well, yeah, because they're stealing energy from a murdered animal, which is a sentient being, which there is no forgiveness. The Buddhists once taught that if you kill an animal, you go to hell. In Bhagavad Gita, it says if you murder an animal and eat it, in your next incarnation, you will incarnate as that animal and you will be murdered by a human being and you will be eaten alive, or you'll be eaten and you will experience what you did to that animal.
Oh, dude, I'm going to be a chicken. I'm going to be a chicken running around, dude. I eat so much chicken.
But yeah,
it's an interesting way to put it,
I just have one thing on that though, man, is because so I understand the moral aspect, but what about the people who are claiming that they're getting health benefits from it?
They can claim all they want. I mean, not everybody's at the same transcendental level. Some people are born like animals. They're just intelligent animals. So that's fine for them. You know, I'm not talking to them. I'm talking for people who want to transcend. I'm a transcendentalist. I'm teaching syncretism. I'm teaching the path of ascension. So this is only for people who want to ascend. You know, people who don't want to ascend, who want to keep reincarnating and you know, staying stuck in this prison, well, then they can continue their bad eating and drinking habits. But basically, I'm speaking to very, very, very few who are going to heed this message. Not many will, and that's fine. That's no judgment. I was a flesh eater. I've eaten a lot of animals. I don't have any judgment against them, but the scriptures do. And nature does, and the law of the universe is thou shalt not kill. So there are 4 kingdoms. There's mineral, plant, animal, and human, and you draw the line between mineral and plant. That's the line. I mean, there's people out there who are cannibals, right? They've gone beyond eating animals. And they love delicious little 3-year-old girls, for instance. Well, you wouldn't do that. Neither would you eat a dog. If you killed a dog in your country, you will go to jail. But if you kill a lamb, everybody will pat you on the back and they'll join you in the barbecue. Who gets to decide? Who gets to decide, yes, that a lamb can be murdered, but you cannot murder it. You can't have a cat barbecue and invite your friends over. Oh, friends, I'm going to fry some kittens today, and let's bring some beers over and we'll have a kitten barbecue or a dog barbecue. Well, you're going to go to jail. So why? Who makes these stupid rules, and who says you can and can't? In China, they cook dogs alive. Why? Because while the dogs are screaming and burning in those frying pans and they shut the lid on top of them and choke them, all the adrenaline goes into the flesh and makes it nice and soft and sweet and more tender and delicious. If they were to kill the dog humanely by slitting its throat, which is not humane, of course, but according to them that would be, then that dog meat is not as sweet and delicious. But if you try that in Australia, you will have a crowd of people that will lynch you. But the moment you kill a beautiful little lamb or a beautiful little cow, everyone will pat you on the back and they'll say, oh, that's great, let's eat this animal. You know, who are we to be God to say which animals we can murder and ingest and which we can't? Well, I'll tell you, no one can. No human, because if you can't make it, you can't kill it. You can only kill what you can make. If you make
a baby.
Well, if you're a potter, for instance, right, and you're making pots, clay pots, and one of them turns out of shape. Well, you are entitled to smash it to pieces because you made it. But if you go to a potter's shop next door and you don't like the pot that he's made, you can't go ahead and break it. You can't go into a shop and say, that artwork there doesn't look good, I'm just going to rip it to pieces. That pot's out of shape, I'm going to break it. No, it's not yours. The animals are not yours. The universe has not given us animals to eat. We think that because we've been all dumbed down by the Jesuits in the last 500 years, and they've taught us that it's okay to murder sentient beings, steal their lives, and consume their energy. So those people who, are all happy because they're murdering animals, and well, one day they won't be when they're in hell and they're going to incarnate as an animal, a goat, a pig, a sheep, a chicken, and they'll know what they put other animals through. They have to. It's the law. It's just the law of the universe, you know. It's not my opinion. It's just the way things are.
I think Santos just said I can eat a baby. As long as it's my baby.
As long as you make it.
Yeah, as long as I made the baby. I can't eat my neighbor's, but I can eat my own child.
No, I completely agree, though, with that whole moral part of it. Huh?
No, I said with hot sauce.
Because I've always wondered that when people say, like, oh, you can't kill dogs and da-da-da, or they look down on China and countries that do it, but it's like pigs are technically smarter than dogs, and they have no problem eating pig, pork, bacon. I'm not saying intelligence is the only marker, but, like, I don't know. That's just a weird kind of double standard people have. I did want to say something about that, and not to, like, argue with you or combat this, but I feel like the way I look at it is I didn't kill the cow. Someone already killed the cow. They put the steak out on the shelf, and whether I eat that steak or not, it's either going to go to waste or someone else is going to eat it. So I don't know. I don't really feel that guilty.
You're the demand. They are the supply.
Yeah.
If you drive a bank robber to a bank and he shoots someone and steals a whole bunch of money, and down the road, 5 blocks down the road, the cops pull you over, and you say, "Hey, dude, I don't know anything about who killed who. I'm just driving this guy here." You both go to jail. Right. You're an accomplice.
Right. Yeah.
So you're supplying a demand. See, what I'm doing is I'm helping the voiceless animals. I'm a voice for them.
Whales
They have
don't
no
shit,
voice.
Colin.
Say, hey, I want to live. That's why I'm here. I came to live. I
What
didn't
about
come to be
beached
your.
whales?
Excuse me. Same thing, really, brother. Look, really, let's not cast any judgment. If there are flesh eaters out there, be blessed.
No, I'm
and
saying I don't think beach whales want to live. I think they're suicidal.
No, that's not true. It could be an accident.
Well,
Well,
I
that
think,
happens by
I mean, if they made an accident
They
that's
get too
that
close to
big,
shore.
then well, that's their fault then.
Yeah, but why not?
Well, it's been proven.
What's up?
It's been proven that the sonic
Hedgehog?
the sonic technology that they have with the submarines is actually deafening the whales and making them torturing them, and they are trying to get out of the water so that they don't get tortured. They're actually deliberately torturing dolphins and whales.
With Santos, you want to come in with any good news? Like, fuck, man.
No, I'm sure that's true though, dude.
I'm sure it is.
Like I was mowing a lawn the other day, and like on this big deck giant
oh yeah,
mower.
Jem ran over a bunny.
No,
with a
not
mower.
yet, not yet. But
You gotta tell him that. You gotta tell him.
but
that
I'm
story.
looking at this bunny, and he's petrified, frozen in fear because he has supersonic hearing, and I'm running this machine that's like louder than a jet, and I had to walk over to him and give him a little nudge to like take him out of his. He was so scared that he couldn't even move. So I'm sure like a lot of shit we do affects animals down if you pesticides and fucking. But dude, Santos, well, so how do you feel about plants though? Because you're okay killing and eating plants in their life.
Well, this is the thing. Yeah, plants have feelings as well, don't they? But there's no karma. There's no karma attached to it. It's simple. You're hurting the plant, but it's different. The plant is being transmuted because the plant is totally digestible. Flesh is not digestible. It putrefies, and you just poop it out 7 days later. Whereas a plant is transmuted, and it ascends to another level of consciousness.
So you're saying you don't
through the
poop?
process of.
You're an idiot.
No,
That was dumber than my question about eating a child.
Now I get it though. They don't really have a central nervous system or brain, you know. It's
This
not
guy
really.
probably like vegetarian, vegan.
Well-
Probably shit soft serve, dude.
A lot of fiber.
Think of it this way, right? I get 2 massages a week, and the guy who massages me,
Oh, boy.
See, I get a
It's-
guy that massages me too. See, fuck you, Jem.
Just saying, I
and
prefer a girl.
it's painful sometimes when he digs in with his elbows.
Oh, I
but
love it.
I look forward to that pain. See, plants, yes, they feel that pain, but
Really?
it's like a massage. It's good pain because you know that's your purpose, and you're going to you're going to benefit from that process.
It's like that bad movie Sausage Party where it's like, yes, I'm going to the great beyond. He's like fucking being eaten alive. He's like, yes, eat me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I like the little courtesy laughs.
No, yeah. Well, Santos, last time we had you on, I feel like we're a comedy podcast, so we try to tell little jokes and shit. But just so you know, we're not trying to like fucking make fun or anything. We're just two idiots.
Yep, I know. I like to. Yeah, me too. I'm one. You can add me in there too. I'm a hayoka. I like to joke around and make fun of stuff. So go ahead, because I understand that style, brother. That's fine.
That was such a quintessential. It's like, oh yeah, no, I'm big joke. I got a couple knock jokes. If you guys are ready to fall off your chairs tonight, like, he gets his cue cards.
No.
Santos, I'm really all right. So that whole thing about people living to 1,000 years and everything. What are some of the things that they're that they've done differently to a normal human that lives like an average 70 to 80 years? What are they doing? Like, just if you can rattle off some things that they're doing differently to live to, a fucking 1,000 years old.
Those would be people who go away from EMF pollution and, have a good, clean diet, meditate a lot, and stay away from all the noise of the world. They've separated themselves. Most of them live in, isolated areas where they can, just stay in tune with their bodies and listen to their body's needs. And yeah, they live for hundreds and hundreds of years.
And so what, do they just like go to a forest basically and live off the land, like agriculture style?
Yep, off the grid, I would say. Just off the grid lifestyle would be the best for your health.
And also, do they stay now? I'm guessing they don't do any type of things with wealth or money, right? Is like money in a way like a sin or a negative to them or in general to everyone?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, guys like you and I, we need to be in the society, we need to interact and engage at our stage where we're not ready to, I don't think we're ready to be hermits and freaking, extreme here. There's nothing wrong with money. There's nothing wrong with, being part of society. But there, in a sense, you could say there is, because you do shorten your lifespan. All that noise, all that aggravation, it does agitate the mind, create dis-ease, and yeah, you will shorten your life. But hey, that's fine. We're immortal. You're going to live forever anyway. Even if you do, reincarnate again on this plane, you'll get a chance forever to ascend. You'll never be left behind, as long as you've got a good heart. And that's all you need, brother. You just need to have love in your heart, have fun, enjoy life, be moderate, don't overdrink, don't overeat, don't be overly angry. Be happy, love people, show love, be kind, do your best, and eventually you cannot but ascend.
Now I understand what you're saying about like don't do the over stuff, but with the over drinking, how does I understand in a health way that could hurt you, but in a moral way, is there also a moral aspect about over drinking that the reason why you shouldn't do it?
Yeah, well, it destroys brain cells. Every sip of alcohol you have, you're actually killing brain cells. That's scientifically proven. So why would you harm yourself? Harming yourself is something that bears a lot of karma. So all your practices should be for your health and benefit, really. So over drinking, it's a no-brainer. I mean, everyone knows it overloads the liver and toxifies the body, and it's just not good.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty good point. I need to cut back myself.
Yeah, didn't you already open a bottle of wine?
Yeah, I'm drinking wine right now. Do you drink at all, Santos?
Look, you know what? I love beer, but I don't drink.
What were some of your favorite things to eat and drink before you went on this whole like sentient thing? Like, are there any meals that you remember that obviously like you hate that you ate them in the past, but when you were eating meat and stuff, like, do you remember like some of your favorites?
Spaghetti bolognese, chicken wings, things like that. I didn't really go much for. Yeah, didn't really go much for red meat, but fish. Oh, loved fish.
What's with people who are what's it called? Pescatarian or whatever, where like I think that's the word, where
Pescatarian,
they don't eat any type of meat except for fish. But I don't get that. Is that that feels like it's just a choice to do it based off flavor, right?
I don't really know. I think it's to lessen the karma, because fish have less consciousness, I guess, than say an intelligent pig or a cow or
They
something
eat
like
octopus
that.
because octopus are some of the smartest beings on this planet.
No, I think it's just fish.
That's true.
I think it's just fish.
Yep.
I don't know if it's octopus.
Maybe. Well, yeah. If it's maybe just.
I don't know,
fish,
dude.
I'm
Fish
not-
are dumb, dude. I've met smarter trees than fish before. You know what I mean? Oh, what about insects?
Have you
Where's
seen
that
the
lie?
Monty? Have you seen the Monty Python where the fish are swimming around in the fish tank and they're saying good morning to each other?
No.
No.
Oh, you got to see that, mate. Punch it into YouTube. Monty Python and fish in the fish tank, and you'll see all these fish swimming around. Good morning. Good morning.
It's a minute clip. If
Morning.
you want to pull it up, Jim?
Do you
It's so funny.
do you think there's a possibility that there's animals that exist on Earth that are actually smarter than humans, but they just don't have the means, like they don't have like hands and arms or like a way to like build society like we did? Because me and Whitey have talked about that before.
Yeah, for sure, man. Elephants, dolphins, some monkeys that are very, very intelligent. Dogs, you know, some of them show more intelligence than some humans. Sad to say.
Yeah. Yeah, because unless you have like
Really?
hands and shit, you can't really, like, if you're an elephant, what can you really do with the intelligence besides just think? You know, you really can't like build stuff. You don't have like hands and thumbs, so you're kind of just roaming around the desert.
That's right. Have you seen the elephants that paint?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
Apparently, some ravens can do that too. Some species of bird can paint.
Yep.
From like memory.
Yep.
It's. I was watching something on ravens the other day, and apparently ravens are like one of the smartest animals on Earth.
You were watching Tear Zoo with me.
No. It was a different video.
Oh yeah, wait. You said ravens, not crows.
Yeah, but they're all in the same corvid like family. But they say they're basically like monkeys with wings.
So said the crow.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have to answer this if you don't want. But do you do any drugs of any kind?
Not chemical drugs, but I do entheogens.
What's that?
Okay, so weed.
What's the entheogen?
Well, entheogens are natural, transcendental, mind-altering
Mushrooms. Weed.
Like DMT and stuff.
plants. So
Weed.
I will do cannabis every day. I do San Pedro, peyote. I do mushrooms. I've done Cumbo, DMT. These are all natural.
Yeah.
So,
DMT's natural?
Yeah, I just...
Yeah.
Yeah, changa. The tepescoite, they call it here in Mexico. I smoke tepescoite.
What's your high like when you, I guess, smoke DMT?
Yeah. Have you met the Clockwork Elves?
Oh, it's just amazing. It's so
Underpants
healing.
gnomes?
Yeah. What's
It's just
No,
phenomenal.
no, we need a little bit more detail.
Yeah, what's it like?
You're talking about like fucking eating like bacon for 20 minutes. You gotta tell us a little bit more details about your DMT high.
I always wanted to do it.
Depends on how much you take. If you take big doses, you can really go to realms which you just never dreamt of. You wouldn't even imagine they existed. But I'm not that kind of person. I microdose everything. I'm always a microdoser. So I never get to that high level. I'm just not ready. But the amount I smoke brings me to, with DMT, I just go to the realms where I see all of those colourful, beautiful, amazing kaleidoscope of colours and sometimes creatures, but it's very, very colourful. It's like, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
You were just singing that earlier, Whitey.
I was thinking that before the podcast started.
Yeah, I remember I smoked salvia with a few friends one time, and we all had the same hallucination together, like a group hallucination.
Everyone was sucking each other's dicks. It was
Yeah.
so weird.
But I've heard with DMT that can be a thing too, is where people will, in a group setting, all see the same hallucination, which is crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
Yes. Oh, that's real, man. That's because you're
tapping
now
into something.
in the same. Yep.
That's nuts.
Yep.
Wait. You're now what? Wait,
Yep.
you guys are like having this little inside conversation as if
Like,
I'm not part of the podcast anymore.
You're all
Like,
tapping into this some dimension or something that, because if you're all seeing the exact same thing, that's kind of crazy. Like, what are the chances? You know what I mean? That it's,
Well, I mean, now, are you like just seeing the refrigerator? Are you all seeing it melt or something? Like, what are you talking about?
Well, we all saw each other when I did the salvia one, which is nothing like DMT, but when I did the salvia thing, we were all like spinning
Okay.
in this weird, like, I
You're
can't,
at a-
it's hard
you're
to
at a
explain,
carnival.
man. But yeah, literally, we were all like spiraling in this weird, like, spiral dimension, and we could all hear like all these crazy phones ringing, and like the sober people who didn't
You're
take.
at your mom's house. It's your aunt was trying to call the goddamn
No.
house
So
phone.
the babysitters who didn't said no phone ever rang, but we all heard
Wait,
these phone rings.
babysitter? Why the fuck? Wait, how old are you guys? Like 10? Why are you guys smoking salvia?
No, that's the name of the person who's there that doesn't do the drug, that makes sure no one runs and jumps off a cliff. You know what I mean?
Oh, you guys. Oh, we didn't do that.
Yeah,
when
when
we
you
did
when
shrooms.
you
We
deal
were-
with major drugs, you need to have a sober
Yeah,
person.
no, we
there.
were not smart when we did shrooms. We just all
Yeah,
did them, and actually, one dude drove home.
No, that's stupid. That's how you die.
Well, he didn't.
That's how you
die.
become the guy on the news, like, he took shrooms and jumped off a building. Now we should
is
make
why they
shrooms illegal.
Yeah, he would have totally ruined it
And
for
you ruin
everyone.
it for everyone, yeah.
All right, so what happened again? And Santos, if you could get off Pluto for 5 minutes, that'd be awesome. All right, Gem, what happened?
think
Gem,
it's-
what happened again?
No, we had a group hallucination. That's all I was
Fucking
saying.
Buzz Lightyear over there.
Yeah.
Yep. That's because
Yeah, dry erase.
you've altered your consciousness, and you've gone and entered into a higher plane where you are seeing the same things, because the mind is more united there in the higher plane. Here in our bodies, we think we are separate and we're not the same individual. We're not really, because we have separate personalities, but we are really in the highest level. We are the same individual. We are God. So, but we are fractalized in the body, and so when you take a vision, which is a very sacred thing,
Just starting to cut out. a little bit.
then you raise consciousness and you go into a state where you can link up your minds, and that's why you are now all hallucinating and seeing the same things, and it's beautiful. I think it's a great thing, especially if you're with good friends.
Now, why haven't you personally decided to do the whole like living in the forest kind of thing, or going away from any type of computers and electricity and all that? Why haven't you gone to that level of this whole Stintian thing?
I first want to establish syncretism academies around the world, and once that's done, and I've trained people how to teach it, then I will. You know, that's probably waiting for me when I hit my 60s and 70s. But for now, I have a purpose, and I know my purpose and calling, and that is to stay here and teach and be in contact with people and help as many people as possible. We're living in really, really, really fascinating times, and people like you and I who are trying to spread truth and consciousness and awakening, we are needed, because they're wiping us off the net, they're trying to silence us, and it's a war. It's a war against truth and falsehood. And so we're going to win the war, but we have to fight together. You know, we have to come together, and wherever we agree, we need to stick with that. You know, we'll have our differences, but we will also have common agendas and purposes and interests, and that's where we should focus.
Yeah, I mean, your channel, even back, you know, when I was watching it like almost a decade ago, you know, you got a lot of views, and you interviewed with a lot of people. Like you've definitely gotten your message out there a lot. Do you fear that your channel will get deleted at some point because of the stuff you talk about?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So have you made like a backup website or something in plans for that, or
I'm going over to Rumble at the moment, but yeah, and then I'll go to BitChute, and I'll bring all my stuff over to other platforms, but I don't really need to worry too much about that because every other channel has uploaded many of my videos anyway. They're all out there, you know. I mean, there's thousands of channels that have uploaded my videos.
The episode you're on with us is on fucking over half a dozen podcast platforms and YouTube and shit. So yeah, you're
roots in. Got your roots in YouTube.
You're in with the Nothings podcast.
Yeah, that's super cool though.
Yep.
Super random, but
for sure.
You mentioned before, you said Jesuits. What does that mean? Because I have no idea what that means.
Okay, so the Jesuits are the men in black. They control everything. They are the military arm of the Vatican, and the Vatican owns all the patents and all the papal bulls that control the commercial, religious, and political systems of every nation. That's why every nation is in lockstep, because they're taking their orders from the Pope.
Okay.
And the Pope and the cardinals, they tell the Jesuits how to implement all of their directives around the world. So they have to follow what the Pope says.
I feel like the Pope's power has kind of fallen off though in our kind of generation.
Well, he's much more hated than he ever was,
right.
But
more like resistance.
Yeah.
I mean, the Holy Wars and all that when they took power, and then Christianity was such a powerful. I know you used to be Christian, is that right?
Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's Witness. Okay, so that's like a cult, right?
For sure.
Don't they if you leave, they like disown, they like excommunicate you or whatever? Don't they like you can never join again or something like that? How's that work?
Oh, of course. You're disassociated, disfellowshipped.
Disfellowship. So your own like family and friends can't associate with you.
That's right. You cannot get. Yeah.
How do people stay, once they become adults, why do they stay in that? Can't they see it for what it is? Like, it's very clearly a cult. Like, that's the number one cult tactic, is to separate from family and friends, isolate.
They were wearing Nikes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, this is the thing. They lose so many people, but they gain them through their very, very proactive preaching schedule. So as they lose thousands and thousands who are waking up, they manage to seduce and suck in the same amount of idiots back in from the back door. So as they're leaving and awakening from the front door, many are coming in the back door because they're getting seduced. They get tempted with all the benefits, community, brotherhood, and all of this bullshit. You go to heaven, you get saved, join us. But it's all just, they're run by the Rockefellers It's a Rockefeller church. It's they have two banks that fund them: Chase Manhattan and J.P. Morgan. That's where they get their money.
It's interesting because I feel like a lot of like radical, you know, conspiracy theorists on like maybe like right-wing circles say it's like Jewish people controlling everything, whereas you're saying it's like a Catholic Christian.
No, it is Jewish as well, but you see, you got to understand the Jesuits are cryptic Jews, or what you call I forget the word now, but they run the Freemasons. So the Freemasons take their orders from the Jesuits and the Knights of Malta, and the Knights of Columbus and the Teutonic Knights, etc. So the Freemasons are like the foot soldiers, and they all take their orders from the Pope, who is not a Christian, is everything: Jewish, Islamic, Christian, Satanist, Luciferian. They're everything, because they know that these religions are just corporations, and they know that the sacred books are all teaching the same thing. So it's about divide and conquer. They make you think that you're in the true church. You know, if you're in the Southern Baptist church, you're going to be saved, but the Northern Baptists are going to hell. If you're a Mormon, the Jehovah's Witnesses are going to hell. Vice versa. It's all it's all just a big joke.
I will say Catholics are the only one with their own like country.
So basically, Santos is saying I shouldn't buy kosher salt.
Yeah, just potassium.
Okay.
Got
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Got any more questions, Whitey?
I just wanted to know how to live 1,000 years. I didn't know we were gonna start World War III.
World War III.
No, dude. Shit, man. No, there's always a lot of interesting shit. I guess, man, that living to 1,000 years is fucking, it's crazy. So, when you say you eat an animal, and Santos, would be awesome if the walkie-talkie could just be like thrown out the window. But when you're saying you eat animals and you get reincarnated as that animal when your human form dies, but right now when we kill animals, like we're killing a being that doesn't want to die, but aren't we right now, when we're killing animals, we're actually just killing people who have been reincarnated into those animals?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what
trippy.
Pythagoras taught, and all the ancients. They taught that some of those animals that we eat were once human.
That's trippy.
So in a way, like, aren't we just getting revenge on the people who were eating animals before?
Yeah, but that's still wrong. That's still
Hold on.
wrong. Just because someone is a murderer doesn't mean it's morally all right to shoot him.
I want to know what Santos's answer is, Jen. I didn't know this was the Gemini interview.
Deflection.
I'm not even like, I'm just asking questions. It's like, damn.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think you're right, man. I think they are getting vengeance.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Coming in out of the nowhere.
But then
in
they,
many cases,
after they get eaten, say they turn into a pig and then they get eaten. Now their next life, they're gonna have another chance at a human or something else that doesn't get eaten. And then if they pass that test, what do you think is past the human? Do you think there's any kind of beings in this universe that like is higher than us, besides obviously like a god creator or something?
yeah, of course, angelic, transdimensional entities. You will still be yourself, your individual self, but you'll just be of transcendental substance. You won't have carbon bodies. You won't have solid bones. You won't be seen in this dimension. You'll be invisible. Yeah, that's what people see when they see ghosts or when they see angels. They're actually getting a glimpse of transdimensional beings. So those people, they have ascended to that level. They've disentangled themselves from the fleshly frequency, the low vibration of this fleshly construct, and they've been able to ascend to a high level. So you'll get there. You will get there. It's just a matter of time, man. Have fun. If you don't make it this time, you will the next time. Eventually, when you're ready, you are going to get there. You ain't going to hell. You're just not going to, because you won't allow yourself. You will do it. If you're on this path already, that proves that you're, going to improve and go to a better place.
Oh, shut up. Dude, I like Santos, man, because at the end of the day, like most things when people like are preaching shit and whatnot, it's just like, just be a good fucking person, man. That's all. Just be chill, be a good person, smoke some weed, do some DMT, and fucking have a good time.
So do you think
harm nobody.
Do you still think, now that you've changed your ways, Santos, do you still think in your next life you're going to be like a cow or something? Because you already ate it.
No, because if you repent, you are automatically forgiven. So it's just like, for instance, you have a fight with your girlfriend, right? And you bring her flowers and you say sorry. Well, she accepts that apology and everything's good. You make up. And so it's all about being sorry. And so you change your ways. There's always time. As it says in Stairway to Heaven, there are two paths. And there's always time to change the road you're on. So
yeah. Well, how pissed are you gonna be though if you come back as a zucchini?
Yep.
You're gonna be like, fuck. It's the plants too.
Exactly. You'd be pissed off.
All right, man.
All right. Well, Whitey has to go to bed because he wakes up at 4:30 a.m. For some unknown reason, so he can ride his bike and clink his bell.
Santos, like, legit. Thank you for coming on such short notice, man.
For sure, guys. My pleasure. Love hanging out with you.
Yeah, well, I'll send you all the shit. Like, I'll send you this episode and clips and stuff later on via email.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you. All the best. Many blessings, guys.
Yeah, dude. Man. Same on your end, man. Seriously.
Great. Take care.
Yep.
Thanks. Later, Santos.
Later. Bye-bye.
Cool.
Nice.
All right. Dude, Santos is fucking awesome.
I love that guy.
Talking to him. I love talking to Santos. I think, is that our first guest that came on twice?
I think so.
Fuck yeah, man. We had Santos on. I feel like I got a contact high.
I fucking love that guy. He's so positive.
He's so positive. He leaves on such a good note. It's almost like he just like gives you his business card. Like, hey, man, if you ever need a favor, I'm your Santos Bonacci. I'm your guy.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be our resident spiritual dude. Anytime we need to get down, get down in the fucking spiritual depths, we'll have him on.
We gotta get Blitzy as our Twitch beat reporter guy. Anytime there's some drama going on Twitch, and then Santos will be our spiritual guy.
Yeah, get all our guys. Also, we have the history people. Remember we were supposed to do that like history Jeopardy thing?
We also want to do that stand-up tier list thing too.
Yeah. Dude, this was a fucking episode.
This was an episode. Anyone who listened to this, thanks so much. You can re-listen to all these episodes. I mean, this episode will be up by Tuesday morning on almost all podcast platforms like Spotify and fucking Breaker, of course. And of course,
now you have a watch, you know.
Now you got our website, podpage.com/stopwatch
over here.
What?
Now he's got a watch, huh? Now he knows what time it is.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Whitey's got a heart out, dude. He's got places to be.
Once I see 2 hours, I'm like,
dude,
all right.
You're shaking and jiving.
Oh, I get all OCD. Like it's like, all right, let's go. Come on, 2 hours. We're done.
Yeah, dude. Next week we gotta watch another one of those court things, though. That was probably one of the funniest parts of last episode. Was that fucking Vin Diesel in the courtroom, dude? That was so fucking funny.
I couldn't stop crying.
I still gotta make that meme. I found out how to I found out how to format for mobile on Adobe finally.
Are we still live?
Yeah, but sorry, we'll go.
Yeah. Hey guys, sorry that Jem's telling you about his fucking Adobe Firefox shit.
Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't mean to. Whitey's got a stopwatch here. We gotta end it here. Yeah. Bye. Thanks for listening. Tell your friends, motherfuckers, and email us. And
Episode 33 next week. And we're gonna try. I'm gonna try to get Darrow for next week. At least Darrow, and then if his partner Flo wants to come, we'll get him too.
oh, that's gonna be a great cast, dude.
I mostly want Darrow, but yeah, Flo can come too.
I don't really know Flo.
That's why I said mostly Darrow.
Yeah, we'll have Daryl on. We don't know. What are we doing here?
All right, guys, take it easy, man.